Are ghosts real?
Here is the plaque to commemorate everyone that died at Stoke Field on the 16th of June 1487. John de la Pole, Earl of Lincoln, Sir Thomas Geraldine, Cole Martin Schwartz, and 7,000 others, English, Irish and German.
This was the bloody finale of the Wars of the Roses, where the soldiers fought for the Yorkists for one last time. Unfortunately, they lost their lives, with only 200 men surviving the massacre. To understand how they ended up in the mass grave, we have to first see what happened on that battlefield. And so, join me as we take a look and see if there's any spirits that still roam this now beautiful and peaceful place.
Welcome to another episode of Are Ghosts Real with me, Corinne. As you can see, I am in my car. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit lost. Which is why I'm still in my car. But I am in Nottinghamshire. And I am down a lane called Church Lane. And this is the site of the last battle. So I'm obviously, I'm doing this all in the wrong order. But hey, when in Rome, it's fine. I hope, please forgive me. This is not in any historical order, so I might try and in the playlist mess around with it so then it is in the right order. But this is the last battle of the Wars of the Roses, technically speaking. And this was in East Stoke. The battle between the Tudors, Henry, the flapping pigeon, and the last Yorkist stand. So by this point, obviously, Richard III had died, but Francis Lovell and his nephew, the Earl of Lincoln, were in sanctuary. And while they were in sanctuary, they planned this last final attack. And Lovell actually nearly, very, very, very nearly did manage to hurt the flapping pigeon while he was on his tour north. They did an ambush, and very, very close call for the flapping pigeon, but he missed. And so then, of course, they went back into sanctuary. They went into sanctuary at that point. And then they planned this last final stand, which is here down this lane. This lane here, it's a beautiful day. It's absolutely gorgeous. But down here, I don't know how I'm going to do this just yet, because it's a huge area, actually. It's a huge area. I thought it was pretty small. No, it's actually quite big. And actually, you can do a walk. But what I'm going to do is, what I'm thinking is I want to try and call out to Francis Lovell, because I want to know what happened to him. I suppose everyone really wants to know what happened to him. Got Richard with me again. He's in the little there. He's been manhandled again this morning. And he's fallen over about 3 times already in that little thing, so he's had a good morning. But anyway, yeah, I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this yet. I'm going to go, though, to what's called the Red Ditch, mainly because that is where everybody actually died, as they were fleeing Henry's troops. And of course, Henry, being the flapping pigeon. He didn't turn up. Well, I mean, he did, but basically when it had ended, and they had already won. So, I mean, yeah, you can't make that up, can you? He really was an absolute flapping pigeon. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do. It's actually called the red gutter, not the red ditch. But I have brought a little map with me. So this you can see here. So I am currently here along this road here, and this is basically Church Lane. And then you've got Stoke Hall there, and the Church of St Oswald, which was around and is where everyone is buried in there. And the Church of St Oswald's is a 13th century church, and basically they buried everybody in there. And then this here is the red gutter, so I'm going to try and get along there, and then up here is how the battle basically was fought, and basically the battleground is over here, back this way. So I've kind of passed where the battle actually took place, because it was at the bottom of Trent Lane apparently. Interestingly, Trent Lane is now cut off, so you can't drive down Trent Lane anymore. So you can only get it from this angle. Right, onwards, let's go my Yorkist car. That's Stoke Hall in there, that's a wedding venue. And also, incidentally, and this is quite fun, this is the church here. So this is the church here, okay. Rightio then. Oh, there is a plaque down, oh shit. There's a plaque down there. So I'm going to see what that says in a minute. But the church is literally behind this wall here. Incidentally as well, let me just turn this off and take my glasses back off so you can actually see me. Coincidentally, well no, ironically is probably the right word. There's a Warhammer club, which I read, and I have to say, I thought that was hilarious. If you don't know what Warhammer is basically like a little role-playing game, so not RPG game. And it's where you have like these little figurines, and then like you can obviously fight people really with these things. So, but yeah, there's actually a Warhammer club that is not in the church, but in the Stoke Hall there, which is so funny because it's right near the battlefield. And I just thought, to be honest, I just thought that was brilliant. I still think that's quite fun. I mean, yeah, a little fake battle next to a real battle. I mean, love it. I mean, every time I come here, I'm like, yes, because you can buy the little figurines and stuff, and they meet up in the in the hall. So I'm like, that's fun. I just love it. And also, that's a wedding venue as well, which I find is also quite ironic. Because this was the end of something here, and yet you've got the beginning of something here. So it's quite fun. I quite like it. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and read that plaque over there. I might just also go and quickly see if the church is unlocked. I don't know if it will be. I don't know. It's on a private estate, so it could well be locked. But I'll go and check it out. So watch this space. But anyway, enough of me prattling on and giggling about Warhammer. I love it. Let's get into the video. It's a little bit about the Battle of Stokefield. So they died there died, sorry, the Earl of Lincoln, most noble and renowned in arms, Sir Martin Shorts, a most enterprising knight and of greatest courage, along with numerous notable people in such great number that of their whole army only 200 escaped. Wow. Oh my goodness, only 200 people escaped. That's horrendous. They think there was I can't remember how many people were on each side now. Obviously there was more on Henry's side, the stupid flapping pigeon. Don't like him. But, I'm just going to take this off again. But there was still a reasonably big amount, because a lot of the North still really liked Richard, and a lot of the North still very much, was Yorkist. So actually a lot of them did come out and fight for the Earl of Lincoln and of course for Francis Lovell. I can't remember how many it is though. When I get home I will look that up and I'll put it in the video. But only 200 of them escaped, which is horrendous. So they found a skull, which is here, with a wound, which is, well, you can see several wounds actually. There's one there, and then here is a huge wound there. And that was an intact skull from a youth about 20 years old who suffered a really brutal death. He had a blow to the ear, which was probably fatal, but also had other earlier wounds which had healed. So, wow. So the battle happened in the height of summer, and the corpses were buried immediately to reduce the threat of disease. The burials were in areas of the roadside ditch to avoid burying the bodies in the open field, which would have meant they would have been ploughed, which is horrible. The whereabouts of the bodies of the defeated Yorkist leaders of the rebellion have never been found. A local tradition states that Lincoln and Shorts were both buried with willow stakes driven through their hearts beside a spring known as Willow Rundle, the site of which is on Elstead Lane. Don't know where Elstead Lane is. I think Elstead Lane is like along here or something. Or here. I can't remember. I have seen it. I saw a sign for Elstead Lane, but I can't remember where it is. The spring supposedly came out of the ground to quench the thirst of the dying soldiers who had prayed for water. Wow. So the church is back up there. I will go back up there. I'm just going to go this way because the red gutter is along here, and this is the ditch basically here. I've also brought an arrow with me in case any flapping pigeons decide to annoy me. Not that I can see them, but still. Let's continue.
What is coming?
Look how steep this is. I can really see why people lost their lives, like basically coming down here. Wow.
Cold.
Oh, which is...
Are you scared?
Right, so this is the end of part 1. I hope that you have enjoyed it. This is just a little bit of that background and obviously just walking around. Part 2 I will be doing next week. The reason why is that my laptop was being a bit of a pain, and to be honest, I got to a point where I was like, I'm gonna throw it through the window. So I kind of just stopped it here. I hope you don't mind. I was gonna do it in one fell swoop, but yeah, my patience kind of dictated that it's gone into 2. But I hope you don't mind. And I do hope that you have enjoyed part 1. Obviously there was no no ghost hunt technically in this one, but part 2 will be the ghost hunt, so stay tuned. Don't forget to press that notification. Press the notification? What? No. Press that subscribe button for me so you don't miss next week. Also as well, please do leave me a comment, and I look forward to speaking to you guys and seeing your thoughts and generally enjoying this one, hopefully. So take care for now, and I'll speak to you guys next week.